started way back in 2005. The word Cove means children's outreach and vocational education. And the idea behind this was to respond to the basic needs of the neediest orphans and vulnerable children of Kapeka through providing with them education, health, food, shelter, like you can see in our school. Because when you have all this, you expect to have somebody who can be able to help the country in future.
Me? I want to be a doctor, a teacher, a business owner, nurse, engineer, a teacher, a lawyer, a doctor.
We have 276 students from primary 1 up to primary 7.
At Cove, we have games and sports. I like playing football and I also participate in art and craft. We have gardens and I also like digging.
These sponsored children benefit in programs through provision of the school supplies like the books, the pens, the pencils, and school tuition. Through this provision, we equip the children all the environments such that they can study well, and many have excelled. We have the ones in midwifery, others that did primary teaching, others in vocation doing mechanics. So in that way, many children have excelled.
Lives inside of you. I know the color of truth. It's in the image of you. If it comes from your heart, then you know that it's true. It will color your soul like a rainbow. And the color of love is in you. Colors and 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 colors. So I want to thank you. I can't thank you enough for showing me the meaning of true love. When I was lost and so in need, you opened up your hands. When I needed you to comfort me, you said, don't be afraid. You showed me love, you showed me the way.
Clinic, it works 24 hours from Monday to Monday, and the number of population we work upon is from the school and the surrounding within Kapeka, then the surrounding areas. So they just like this place because the services here are very good and the staffs here are hardworking. As concerning immunization, we normally have a minimum of 20 per week since we immunize once a week. Maternal mortality in the country has been very high, and now due to the existence of our health unit like St. Jerome Cove, we have worked hand in hand with the village health teams to reduce the maternal mortality. We get around 100 mothers, that is per year. Successful, we always have 95% successful.
In Uganda, it can be hard for some families to pay school fees for their children, or when family members pass away. Normally, the kids drop out of school. It can be hard to survive. For us, our kids here, they get these skills at this early age. They learn how to make things like art and craft. They learn how to grow foodstuffs. So if anything happens on the way, like these skills can help this kid at home, and then life can move on like that. Through sponsorship, we get kids from the villages, but just in one term of about 3 months, with our teachers here, the staff, and everybody and the environment, you see the kids start having a dream.
We love Cove!
The poverty is immense. In the 1980s, there was a civil war, and it was very violent. So none of the kids in this area were able to go to school at that age, which is the parents' age now. We're able to educate these young people so that they might have the opportunity to break out of that poverty. St. Charles has helped them build a guest house, which is dedicated to St. Charles. And then there's one classroom building that was just built when we were there in 2014. They were in tents, and that wasn't okay, because when the rain comes through, the mud flows. So we decided that we would help them build the last schoolroom building, and then they dedicated that to my mom. The thing that we have done that is extra here at St. Charles is we take them shoes.
When we handed out the shoes, it was the best day that we were there, because we were giving some kids who had never had a pair of shoes, a pair of good quality shoes that they could run in, or they could, polish and be fancy in, and it was something that they got to own.
Right now, the most pressing need is to build another dorm. They have overcrowding, so if you go in one of their dorms, you'll see that there will be 3 double bunks side by side. So the kid that has the double bunk by the window has to walk over 2 beds to get to his bunk.
James going to his bed.
So some of the girls are sleeping 2 to 1 bed. So this one here, there's 2 girls that sleep on the same bed.
One more dorm will take care of their needs, and then we just keep those buildings in good shape.
Rihanna is my sponsor daughter. I sponsor her with Jackie because college students and can't pay the whole thing, but it's really awesome to know that I'm a student, but I'm also helping someone else be a student.
Now how about sitting down?
She came from a family who couldn't afford to send her to school. We started sponsoring her in 2015 when we went, and we got to visit her home and meet her grandmother who's taking care of her. And so we got to see her before she was at the school and meet her and visit her home. And then when I went back in 2016, we got to see Rihanna at the school in her uniform and having all of her friends around. And it was incredible to see our money is going to this, to the happiness of this child and her education and her safety, and it was really incredible.
It's the best.